Hello, welcome. Today, let's explore what it means to reach beyond in this series with standing splits, Urdhva Prasarita Eka Padasana. What it means to reach beyond self-judgment, reach beyond social norms, and to reach beyond the boxes we get placed in and into your fullest expression. Standing splits enhances stability and mobility in your standing leg while toning the muscles of your legs and your hips. Also, you'll create freedom to express your truest self. For this flow, you'll want to grab 2 blocks. So go ahead, grab those 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, a couple of books will work. Get your hair put up, put on your comfortable clothes, roll out your yoga mat just wherever you can find the space. Let's get moving and grooving. The intention is to reach beyond. So let's split. Meet me on the mat with intention. Okay, my friends, now that you're ready, take your 2 blocks and just place them at the top of your mat. You could just put one on either side to start, but within distance that you can reach them. And we're going to start today in child's pose. So bring your big toes to touch. I hope that the wind isn't too much in this mic, but it's starting to get cold and I wanted to bring more classes from outside in the crisp, cool air and maybe get some of the fall colors. So let's get to it. Bring your big toes to touch. Bring your knees wide, but make sure that when you come into child's pose that your thighs are going to cradle your rib cage. So we're going to take 3 diaphragmatic breaths in child pose. Think about, as you move through class, what it means to reach beyond. So walk your hands out, bring your sits bones on top of your heels, keep your hands in line with your shoulders. So look at your hands. Can you draw a line from your hand to your shoulder, a straight line? And then melt your head and heart down. As you inhale, feel the air, allow the belly to rise, then go in towards the rib cage, and then your chest. When you exhale, out the opposite direction through your chest first, then your rib cage, and then your belly. 2 more times like this. Through your belly, then the ribs, then your chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, then belly. Again, inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Fully exhale. Take a normal breath in. Press into your hands to guide your sits bones back even further, lengthening out of the lower back, the lumbar spine. Now breathe in and just gently lift your head so you can look between your hands, and then walk your hands back in to come into rock pose. So you can bring your knees together, sitting on top of your feet, still on your heels. This isn't too much. And then we're going to seal the intention of reach beyond or reaching beyond. If you'd rather set another intention or dedicate your practice, please go ahead and do that. For this, I'll invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze by bringing your gaze to the tip of your nose and relaxing the muscles in your face, especially around your eyes and in your jaw. You can bring your hands to prayer position, have your thumbs touch your sternum in Anjali Mudra. Reach tall through the crown of your head, relax your shoulders. To seal in the intention, take the deepest breath you've taken all day so far. When you exhale, sigh out any tension or anything that isn't serving you. Go ahead and breathe in. open your mouth to exhale, release. Now you can take a second and bow your chin to your chest. Lengthen the back of the neck, the cervical spine, and energetically bowing to this moment, honoring your choice for showing up. Hands can come to your thighs, and then just press down so you can gently lift your head back up. Make your way to tabletop position. So bring your hands under your shoulders and bring your knees under your hips. The leaves are falling. Spread your fingers really wide here and press into the tops of your feet. Inhale in, straighten the left leg behind you, tucking your toes under. Make sure you're on your mat when you lengthen your leg. Like I just had to adjust myself. Adjust yourself if you have to. So hands under shoulders, fingers spread wide. Keep your hip points facing down. So hugging the outer left hip in, tuck your toes under and lengthen through the back of the left leg. So opening up the hamstring, you can rock back and forth. And then come to stillness. Now to help with balance, you can gaze between your thumbs, keep the back of your neck lengthened, and then bring your navel in and slightly up, engaging your core, engage the middle of the left thigh. Lift the left leg up with your toes facing down and flexed and the glute active. Breathe in and then shift weight into your left hand. Reach the right hand up now, in line with the shoulder with your fingers spread really wide for a bird dog or balancing table. Bring the navel in, zip up into the midline. Breathe in, reach the hand and foot away from one another. Exhale, stay where you are or bring the knee and elbow together. Round in. Inhale, reach the foot and leg away, flexing it as you go back, kicking into the foot and really active in the fingertips. Exhale, round in. One last time, inhale, reach the left leg and right arm away from one another. Bring your navel in and really reach. Exhale, round it in. Inhale, come to balancing table again, and then exhale, bring the hand down first, bend the left knee, bring the left knee down. Take a second to reset here. If you need to come off the wrist and roll them out. If you want to shake the hips side to side, just take a moment for yourself. Come back to tabletop position. Now you're going to straighten the right leg behind you, tucking the toes under, opening the back of the right leg, rocking back and forth here. So hugging the outer hip in, pointing the hip point down, like active in the right leg as you're rocking back and forth. Keep the back of the neck long, broaden the shoulders, look down between your thumbs, bring your navel in, engage the middle of the right thigh, lift your right leg up. Keep the right foot flexed, toes facing down and active in the right foot. Bring the navel in, make sure that's still there, and then reach the left hand out for balancing table now on the other side. So really active in the left fingertips, actively kicking back the left foot, zipping up into the midline. You can gaze between where your both thumbs would be. Stay here, inhale and reach the foot and leg away. Exhale, round in. Inhale, straighten the leg, straighten the arm, reach away. Exhale, round it in. Inhale, straighten the arm and leg. Really actively reach the arm and reach the foot away. And then exhale, round it in, reaching beyond. Inhale, reach again, reach beyond self-judgment, beyond social norms. Exhale, bring the hand down, bring the right knee down. Reset. So take a moment to wiggle your hips, maybe come off the wrists and roll them out a little bit. And then come back to tabletop. Take your hands, move them one very large palm print up. Tuck your toes under, make sure that your knees and feet are hips distance. You're going to lift up into downward facing dog. So lift the hips up and back. You can keep a bend in your knees to begin here as you create length on the right side, create length on the left side. Really push the mat away as you curl your tailbone up. Then, when you feel like you are long in your spine, you can pedal the legs. Bending one knee, bending the other. Really keeping your arms pinned straight. Keep your ears between your biceps, so some strengthen the neck. And then when you're ready, find stillness. Reach your heels down any amount as you curl your tailbone up. Push the mat away and make an upside down V. Inhale, bring your feet together and up, big toes to touch. Come high onto the balls of your feet. Breathe in and sweep the right leg up. Bend the right knee. Make sure that the hip points and toes still face down towards the mat. Bring your knee in towards your center as you round your spine and step your right foot through. Now, we can lower the knee to start. I want you to take your right hand and walk it on top of your right thigh. Left hand is under the shoulder with your fingers spread wide. Press into the right thigh to turn and twist you open. Staying relaxed in the abdomen and turning from center. Your elbow crease can spiral towards your left thumb. Now, you can stay here and reach the arms up, or you can tuck your toes under, fire up in the middle of the left thigh, and lift the left leg up for a low lunge twist. Stay here stacking your shoulders, or reach back like you're going to shake the hand behind you. Breathe in. And then reach the arm back up, stacking the shoulders if you're not. Bicep comes along the ear. Look down at your right foot, bring your right hand down, and then step your right foot back to down dog. Breathe in, bring your feet together again, big toes to touch. Come on to the balls of both feet. Breathe in. Sweep the left leg up behind you. Bend the left knee, squeeze it in towards center, in towards your midline as you round and step your left foot through. Lower the right knee down. Bring the left hand now on top of your left thigh, and then press down into your thigh as you keep your abdomen relaxed, and turn and twist open towards your left. And then spread your fingers wide, spiral the elbow crease towards your thumb. Reach the arm up, stacking your shoulders, and then option to tuck the right toes under. Fire the middle of the right thigh up and pick your right thigh up, coming into low lunge twist. Now stay here stacking your shoulders, or you have the option to twist more and reach the left hand back like you're going to shake the hand behind you. Keep your fingers spread wide. Breathe in. If you're not, reach your arm back up, stacking it. Bicep comes along your ear. Left hand comes down to frame the left foot, and then step your left foot back down dog. From here, we're going to take a mini vinyasa. So roll into plank pose. Your shoulders come over your wrist, one line from head to tailbone. Come on to your tip toes and bring your shoulders past your fingertips. Bend your elbows straight back, hug them in towards your ribs, and lower all the way down to your belly. This time, bring your hands under your shoulders. Bring your forehead down flat. Relax your glutes. Press into the tops of your feet. Hook your pubic bone into the mat. Breathe in. Lift your head and shoulders off the mat. Lift your hands off the mat. Engage in the upper back for baby cobra pose. Exhale, release your forehead. 2 more times like this. Inhale, lift your upper back by pressing your feet into the mat, pressing your pubic bone, engaging the back muscles. Lift your hands. Exhale, release. One last time, hands under shoulders. Inhale, reach your toes away, press into the tops of your feet, hook your tailbone down, engage your upper back muscles, lift up, inhale. Exhale, release back down. Zip your legs up, tuck your toes under, bring your hands under your shoulders, press into your hands, knees, and the tops of your feet simultaneously. Rise up to tabletop. And then meet me back in downward facing dog. From this down dog, you can walk to the top of the mat or you can hop. So if you're gonna hop, breathe in, look between your thumbs. You'll land at the end of your exhale softly in a forward fold. So everybody breathe in, bend your knees, prepare. Exhale, walk or hop. Fully exhale, release your head and forward fold. Allow your torso to drape over your thighs. Maybe clasp opposite elbows. To help you ground into your feet, you can lift all of your toes, feel the four corners and the arch activate, lay them down. Switch the clasping of your elbows if your elbows were clasped, and then you have the option to shake your head yes and shake your head no. Now breathe in, press down into your feet, rise up into mountain pose. Get your foundation here in mountain pose. So your feet can be hips distance or they can be touching. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Scoop your tailbone down by pressing into your heels. As you reach through the crown of your head, relax your shoulders, broaden across your collarbones. Mountain pose. From here, bend your knees, sweep your arms up for Urdhva Prasarita. Press into your feet and reach through your fingertips. Exhale, hinge from your hips and fold to Uttanasana. Bend your knees and plant your palms. Shift the weight into your left foot and pick up your right. Step it all the way back to low lunge and look forward. Press down into your hands that are spread wide into down dog. Breathe in, roll into plank pose, one line from head to tailbone. Exhale, shift your shoulders past your hands, bend your elbows and lower all the way down. This time, bring your hands forward of your shoulders and wide, bend your elbows. Inhale, relax your glutes, hook your tailbone down, press into the tops of your feet. Wrap your upper arm bones in as you spiral the elbow creases towards your thumb. Come into cobra pose, your pelvis stays on the mat, your glutes stay relaxed. Exhale, release back down, press to tabletop, and then down dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, bend the right knee. Squeeze it in towards center. Step your foot through. Inhale to straighten the right leg. Exhale to bend the left. Spring forward and fold down. Press into your feet. Sweep your arms out and then up. Urdhva Prasarita. Press into your heels. Reach through your fingertips. Hinge from your hips. Fold forward, bringing your torso over your thighs. Uttanasana. Bend your knees, plant your palms, pick up the left foot, step it all the way back, low lunge, look forward. Press into your hands, step back, down dog. Inhale, roll yourself into plank pose. Exhale, lower down to your belly. Inhale, rise up for cobra pose. Exhale, lower. Press back to down dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, bend the knee, step your left foot through. Inhale, straighten the left leg, bend the right, spring forward and fold. Press into your feet, rise up to mountain pose. Stay where you are, I'm just going to fix my mat. In mountain pose, press down into your feet, shine your palms forward, reach through the crown of your head. We're going to make our way back to the back of the mat. So bend your knees, sweep your arms up, Urdhva Prasarita. Exhale, hinge forward and fold, Uttanasana, let your head go. Inhale, rise up for halfway lift. So bring your fingertips to your shins, thighs, or the mat. Lengthen your chest through your arms. Weight comes to the balls of your feet. One line from head to tailbone, navel comes in. Exhale, release, drape over your thighs. Bend your knees, plant your palms by your feet. Look at the back of your mat. Look at where you want to go, whether you're stepping or hopping. If you hop, land with soft knees in a downward facing dog at the end of your exhale. Otherwise, take steps back. Breathe in, prepare. Exhale, make your way to down dog. From down dog, breathe in, bring your feet together and up, big toes to touch. Inhale to sweep the right leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, squeeze it in towards center and step the foot through. Now, come onto your fingertips so you can align your torso, straighten the left leg behind you. You're on the ball of the foot. Bring the right knee over the right ankle. Bring the right thigh parallel. Magnetize the right heel and left toes. Bring your navel in. Inhale, rise up. Reach the fingertips up. Lengthen out of your hips. Strengthening the legs and getting into the hip flexors. On the exhale, open into warrior two. So, spiral the left foot down, The edge of the foot lines up to the back of the mat. The front toes line up to the front of the mat. Reach your pinkies away from one another. Your thigh is parallel. Lift your chest. Lift your chest. Head, heart, and pelvis aligns. Maybe gaze past your fingertips. Keep your legs as they are. Relax the left arm. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Lengthen from the hip to the fingertips for reverse warrior. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your left hand to your hips. Begin to straighten into triangle pose. Now you want to grab your block. So when you come into triangle pose, you want the block on the outside of your foot. You can have it on whatever height is good for you. So you're straighten your right leg, bring your hand to the block, turn your chest from bottom to top, bringing your shoulders over one another, press down into your feet, do not scrunch your toes, reach your head away from your tailbone. Maybe reach the left hand up, stacking the shoulders for triangle pose. Breathing in and out, reaching beyond. Now bring your left hand to your hip. From here, bend the right knee, take the block and move it up a little. Step your left foot in about halfway. Now you're going to take your block and move it roughly 8 to 12 inches of the right pinky toe. Now, really bend the right leg and turn and open your chest here. Then, once your chest is open, start to shift the weight into your right leg, float the left leg up, keeping the foot active, bringing the right shoulder over the right wrist for half moon. So your chest should already be open. Keep active in the left foot. Maybe you can reach the left hand up. For half moon, stacking your shoulders here. Now breathe in, bring your hand back to your hip, step the left foot back down, look down at your right foot, bring both hands down to frame the right foot, and now step the right foot back to down dog. Feet come together and up, big toes to touch. Inhale, come onto the balls of your feet and sweep the left leg up. Bend the left knee, squeeze it in towards center, shifting your knee as your shoulders over your wrist, stepping the foot through. Now you're going to align the left knee over the left ankle, lengthen your torso here, magnetize the left heel and the right toes, bring your navel in, have your block there, rise up into high crescent, high lunge. So really lengthening instead of dropping into the hips. We're creating length and strengthening, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Then spin the right foot down so you're lining the edge up with the edge of the back of the mat. The toes now line up with the front. Lift your arms, open your chest, bend your left knee into warrior two. Really press into the knife's edge of the right foot. Reach the pinkies away from one another. Maybe gaze at the left fingertips. From here, relax the right arm. Lengthen up through the left hip. Reach from the hip to the fingertips for a reverse warrior. Breathe in. Then you can bring your right hand to your hip. Begin to straighten the left leg. Bump the hips to the right, come into triangle pose. So bring your hand to your block outside of your foot. Press into your block to lean back and open your chest from bottom to top, stacking your shoulders. And then maybe you reach the right hand up for triangle. Really pressing into the feet to reach the head away from the tailbone, reaching beyond into your fullest expression, expressing your truest self. Go ahead, bring your hand to your hip. You're going to bend the left knee. You can bring the block now right outside of the left foot just so you can step the right foot in halfway. Now you're going to take your block, move it roughly 8 to 12 inches to the left of your left pinky toe on whatever height's good for you. Then turn and start to open up your chest here, stacking the shoulders maybe even here, as you begin to shift the weight now from into the left leg, shifting the left shoulder over the wrist, Floating the right leg up for half moon. I'm on sand here. Keep a micro bend in your standing leg. Maybe you reach the right hand up. Staying active in the right foot. Half moon pose, Urdhva Chandrasana. Sometimes it's helpful to keep your gaze down. So do what's good for you. And then inhale, bring your hand to your hips. Step your right foot down gently. Look down at your left foot. Bring both hands down. And then you can step the left foot back to down dog. Now, few options here. You can stay in down dog and breathe. You can take a child's pose, or you can take a vinyasa, where you have the option now to go into chaturanga, where you're lower halfway. Keep your thighs raised for up dog, or you can go into cobra pose and then meet back in down dog. So your choice. Breathe in, come to plank if you are. Exhale, lower all the way or halfway. Inhale for up dog or cobra, and then exhale back to down dog. From here, we're going to make our way to the top. So you can hop to the top if you want, or you can take many steps. Meet me in forward fold. Release your head. Your torso can drape over your thighs, feet hips distance here. And then press down into your feet, breathe in, exhale, rise up into a mountain pose here. Bring your shoulders over your hips. In this mountain pose, I want you to bring your feet together, big toes to touch. And then breathe in, bring both hands up and have your palms touch. Now, if you're squeezing your ears, maybe keep your fingers apart, but keep some space between your ears and really pull your sides up. Keep pressing your heels to bring your tailbone down. So you don't want to splay out this way or this way, but really keep lengthening. Then breathe in, pick up the left leg, and just step the left leg back with your foot at a slight angle. Step it as far back as you can. Then turn your hips to face forward. I actually need to bring mine together. Face your hip points forward. Ooh. Keep your arms up. Now, the left leg is going to be pinned straight. Keep lifting the chest as you bend your knee for warrior one. So bring the right knee over the right ankle, right thigh parallel. Keep reaching up through your chest for warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Then you're going to bring your torso on top of your thigh and float into a warrior three. So keep a micro bend in your standing leg. You can bring your hands to prayer position with your hip points and toes facing down. You can even use your blocks to help you. Your arms can also go back in an airplane, but lengthen your torso here and keep a bend in your standing leg. Then you're going to drop the back foot down, hands come to prayer, and twist open for a high lunge twist, twisting open towards the right. So the left elbow outside the right knee, press down into the left hand to turn and open up. From here, look down at your foot, bring your hands back to center, and then step back into chair pose with your hands at heart center. Breathe in, stand up to mountain pose. And we'll do that again on the other side. So come to the top of your mat. I keep getting crooked here. Into mountain pose with your feet together to touch. So press down into your heels, bring your shoulders over your hips, bring your tailbone into alignment. Reach your arms up with your palms touching, but not squeezing your ears. Then lift your sides, lift your chest, reach your hands up. Come onto the left foot by picking the right knee up. And then you're going to step your right foot back as far as you can, landing at a slight angle. Straighten both legs, reach the hands up, reach your chest up. Then bend the left knee, bringing it over the ankle, keeping the right leg pinned straight with the foot at an angle. Your hips face the front of the mat. Lift up with your arms up into your sides, up, as you keep the shoulders relaxed. Maybe you separate your hands. Then you can bring your hands to prayer position. This time might be easier. Bring your torso on your thighs. Begin to float up into warrior three. So float the left leg up, keep a bend or the right leg up, keep a bend in the left leg. Hips and toes face down. You can use your blocks in front of you if you need to. But find your warrior three, creating length in the torso. I'm a little bit on like a hole right there. Okay. Warrior three. I really want you to focus on your hips and toes facing down and a micro bend in the standing leg. Then land the right leg back. Bring your hands to prayer to your chest. Twist open to the left. Hooking the right elbow outside the left leg. Twist and turn open for a high crescent twist. Left hand on top of the right. Relax your belly to turn even more. Then come to center. Bring your hands to chest. Step up into chair pose with your hands at your sternums, and then press down into your feet. Rise up into mountain pose. And that brings us to the pose of the week, which is standing splits, our peak pose, Urdhva Prasarita Eka Padasana. So to do standing splits, you can keep your blocks by your hands. So I'm just going to come to the middle. You can too if you want. And then we're going to find mountain pose. So bring your feet together or hips distance, and then ground down into your feet. Find mountain. We've been getting this foundation. Bring your tailbone in. Reach the crown of your head up. Then begin to tilt your torso forward as you bring your left hand to your right leg and you float the left leg up. So blocks can be helpful. Find a spot. Float the left leg up, keeping the hips and toes in line with one another, pointing upward. And then as you hold the back of your right ankle with your left hand, you want to bring the chin or the forehead to the knee. So if you can't grab your ankle, just bring both hands down. That's one variation. And as you actively lift the left leg up, you point through the toes, round in. You breathe through the diaphragm, standing splits. Maybe you're up on blocks, just working on bringing the blocks closer to your foot as you round in. Then lengthen the torso, bring the left foot back, press into your feet to stand up. And we'll try that on the other side. Find Tadasana. Ground into your feet. Reach through the crown of your head. Then begin to tilt your torso down. Bring your hands onto your blocks. Start to float the right leg up, keeping the toes and hips facing down. And then start to grab the right or the left ankle with the right hand, if you can, with the left hand wide and next to the left foot to help you. And then you would start to bring your chin or forehead in towards the left knee and then begin to point through the right toes. So find a variation. Maybe both hands are by your left leg as you start to try to round in. Bring the forehead or the chin towards the knee. Maybe you're up on blocks, working on bringing the blocks closer to the foot and rounding in, pointing through the right foot. Or maybe you're in the full expression where your left hand is down, your right hand is grabbing your left leg, and you're rounding in. But go ahead and bring the right foot down. Press down into your feet to rise up into mountain pose. And then we make our way to closing. So from here, bring your toes in or bring your heels in and toes out. We're going to come down into yogi squat. Hands can come to touching your sternum. Try not to move them, and lower down into squat. Keep your chest lifted. If you want to have your block under you, go for it. Press your knees away from one another. Lift your chest, reach through the crown of your head. Press your feet down. And then from here, you can bring your hands behind you so that you can remove the block and come take a seat. For this next seated twist, I'm going to face this way so you can see me. But you're going to bring your feet together like you're a mermaid. So pin straight together, maybe crossing the feet, coming to one side. So your feet come as close to your glutes as you can. Then ground down into the sits bone. Reach your arms up. You're going to turn to the right as you bring the left hand to the right thigh, right hand behind you. Inhale, reach the crown of your head up. Exhale, turn from center. Again, inhale, reach the crown of your head up. Exhale, turn. Let your chin follow your sternum. This is going to feel a little different. Breathe in, reach the crown of your head up. Exhale, turn. Maybe gaze past your shoulder this time. Breathe in, and then keep it low and slow to unravel you. And then just bring your legs to the other side. So this time, you're going to bring them together. And the top of the right foot rests in the arch of the left foot. So ground into your sits bones. Breathe in, reach your hands up. Exhale, this time, right hand to left thigh, left hand behind you. Inhale, turn your trunk forward, reach through the crown of your head. Exhale, turn, let your chin follow your sternum. So you might not go that far to start. Breathe in, reach tall through the crown. Exhale, turn from your belly. Keep your belly relaxed. Breathe in, sit up. Exhale, turn a little more. One more time. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, turn, bend your elbow, maybe gaze past your left shoulder. Breathe in. Keep it low and slow to come out. And now we'll make our way down to reclined. So if you want to bring your block with you, you can. We're going to come into bridge pose or supported bridge if you would rather have the block. So once you get down, hug your knees in to get your low back flush to the mat. Slightly tuck your chin to your chest so you can lengthen the back of your spine. Bring the soles of your feet flat and hips distance. Then start to walk your heels in towards your glutes as much as you possibly can. Walk your upper arm bones under so you can open through the chest. Have all of your toes facing the top of your mat and your knees facing the top of your mat. So don't let them splay out wide, keep them straight. And then begin to press down into your feet as you lift your hip points up. Now, if you want to bring the block under your sacrum, you can. Or you can just keep pressing into your feet. Walk your upper arm bones under, maybe clasp your hands, tucking your chin and lifting into bridge pose as you lift through your sternum. Squeeze your glutes, press into your heels. If your hands are clasped, try to release them gently. And then you can begin to lower down inch by inch. If you're on the block, lift up just enough to remove the block and then lower down vertebrae by vertebrae until the tailbone is the last thing to untuck. Once again, hug your knees into your chest. Option to rock side to side, massaging the sacrum, the sacral spine. And then we'll take it to a supine twist. So hands come to a T, bump your hips towards your left, and then let your knees fall to the right. So you're going to be stacking the knees here, stacking the hips, keeping your shoulder blades on the mat and your hand in line with your shoulder. Now you can keep your hands at a T. You could actually cactus them, or you can bring your left hand to your right thigh for a little added weight as you gaze at your right hand. Go ahead and bring your left hand back to a T, palm flat. When you exhale, bring your navel in and use that engagement to help you lift your legs. Once again, hug your knees, rock side to side if you want to, or stay in stillness. Bring your hands back to a T, press down into your palms to bump the hips now to the right. Allow your knees to fall to the left, stacking your knees and hips. Keep your shoulder blades on the mat. Hands can cactus, be at a T, or you can bring the hand to your thigh and gaze at your other hand. Supine twist. Bring your navel in, your right hand back out, press down to lift your legs. And then once again, you can hug your knees back in. And then option to take happy baby. So you'll separate your knees, bring your hands to the inside of your legs, grabbing your big toes with your 2-piece fingers and thumbs. Bring your knees in towards your armpits, kick your heels up. Now keep the back of your hips on the mat and your shoulder blades. You do have the option to rock and sway if you want. When you exhale, you can bring your feet together again. Let go of your big toes. Use your hands to bring your knees back and then lower your feet. From here, we'll close it out and rest for a moment in Savasana, where we allow the practice to fully integrate into our well-being. Here, you can reach your arms overhead, take up some space, walk the upper arm bones under to open the chest, bring your feet together, and then let your feet fall where they fall. Have this moment to exist without expectation, to-do list, without judgments, rights or wrongs, betters or worses. A moment to just breathe and observe. And if you do happen to notice a thought, imagine you're watching clouds passing by. Let your thought go just as quickly. I welcome you to Savasana. Start to take a deeper inhale and an even longer exhale. Start to bring movement back by gently wiggling the toes and the fingers and gently moving the legs and the arms some more. Maybe taking a stretch. And when you're ready, you can roll to your side. Let your head rest on your arm for a breath. You can close right here, my friend, or press down into your hand to rise up. Take a moment to just notice how you feel without any judgment. You can choose to close practice by taking the vibrational healing sound of Om, or you can take another really deep breath in and make a really audible exhale out. I'll invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze here, and your hands can be down for grounding, up for receiving experience, or you can bring them to prayer with your thumbs touching your sternum. Easy seat Sukhasana. Reach through the crown of your head, press your sits bones down. Relax your shoulders. Go ahead and breathe in. Bow your chin to your chest and honor your time today. Let this practice fully integrate into your well-being, and thank yourself for showing up. I thank you for practicing with me. You can bring your hands down and press your thighs and lift your head gently and lightly flutter the eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me for this Reach Beyond flow. Such a deep meaning for me of breaking through the social norms and building your path, finding your higher purpose, no matter what. My mission is to help you find your Zen and to live as authentically as you can by bringing you yoga from wherever we can find the space to practice, and knowing it's just as beneficial wherever you are. Studio, home, doesn't matter. Pull out your mat, practice, spend some time. Be sure to stay tuned throughout the week. Hit the subscribe button. I'll be giving different tips and tricks for standing splits, breaking the pose down fully. We'll do a 3-minute mini flow, integrating some dynamic movements, and then I'll tie all the pieces together. You'll get to track your progress in real time with me, and we'll see how standing splits feels at the end of the week after practicing and trying the different things. So go rock your recovery, go heal your trauma, your compulsive behaviors, and I'll be back again to share experience, strength, hope, and yoga with you. Have a wonderful day, beautiful one. Namaste. I'll see you next time.